Hey there, Hammer fan. Welcome back to HammeredHead. Today we're looking at a fun one. It's Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars collection with the included Rotta the Huttlet. It's a pretty fun looking figure, especially with the Rotta the Hutt. And figure it's good timing with the new Mando movie coming out. We're supposed to see Rotta and they're all grown up. Pretty intense look on the card back there. It's a pretty good picture. Would have been cool to have Rotta in there somewhere, but it's okay. There she is in there. Definitely looks a little goofy. Includes Rotta the Huttlet. Pretty standard pose, nothing crazy going on there. Look at this dude. He's kind of cute. CW26. Ahsoka Tano. Anakin's Padawan Ahsoka both amuses and exasperates her master with her plucky attitude and impertinent comments. She is tasked with keeping Jabba's son safe as she and Anakin try to escape their attackers. She affectionately nicknames the child Stinky because of his odor, the characteristic stench given off by the Hutt species. Sweet. Yeah, he does look exceptionally stinky on there. But let's take a closer look out of the packaging. Alright, here we have her out of the box, and she does look pretty good as far as these Clone Wars figures go. But I do stand by my statement. I think Rotta the Huttlet is probably the best part of this whole pack here. Definitely not up to modern standards, which is, oops, there she goes. Not up to modern standards of figures, which shouldn't be surprising, because this is like from 2008, I think. Very, very old. But nonetheless, it does look really good. I think they did an okay job getting like the animated look to the character. And I think it'll look decent with other Clone Wars figures. Decent amount of paint work on her head. I think that's probably the best looking thing here. There's some nice shades of blue on the Leku, and you got some like gold painted into this little jewelry thing she's got going on. And then she's got some eyelashes painted on even, which is wild, and some great work on the face there. The rest of the figure is pretty simple. She does have a little soft goods skirt and a little soft plastic thing hanging off her belt, whatever we want to call that, which does look legit. Got some sort of van braces on, which look okay. She grabs lightsaber really well, which is always good. Backpack fits okay on her. Looks pretty decent. I think Rotta the Huttlet looks really cute back there, just hanging on. Legs, I think, are probably the worst part of this figure. Very basic, and the hinge on the back of the knee looks pretty bad. I think they probably should have just painted that the same color as the rest of her pants, because it just really stands out in like a bad way. But boots are good. They do have some painting on the buckles there, which is sweet. Very cool. The accessories here are really great. First up is just her lightsaber, which isn't anything super fancy or anything, but it is painted. It's got a really good sculpt to it. There are some paint apps on it, which is good. And I actually like the shade of green. It's almost like a yellowish green. But it's pretty good. I think it's a better lightsaber than we would have normally expected from just a random Clone Wars figure. Next up is the backpack. This pretty unique accessory here. Got a nice little Republic cog painted on it. It fits on her pretty decently. You just slide these straps into the bottom buckles there. So very easy to put on. And once it's on, it's pretty sturdy. So great sculpt there. And then last up is Rotta the Huttlet, who is just adorable. And I think he is articulated. Yep. He's 2 POA. He's got swivel arms, which is impressive for something this small. Look at his eyes. Yeah, look at this dude. So excellent Rotta the Huttlet figure. And then his arms fit like pretty perfectly into those little grooves in the backpack. So it looks really cute in the backpack. And I think she can probably hold him too, if you want to. Oops, well. You gotta actually get him in there. But she can carry him too, if you don't want to put him in the backpack. Articulation isn't great, which is probably to be expected. We got a ball joint head, which actually does move pretty well. And we get ball shoulders that go shy of 90. Her arms are really kind of bendy, so just be careful there. And then swivel forearms, which is probably the worst part of the articulation. Swivel waist, swivel hips, and her legs are sticking out in like this power stance thing, which is whatever. Ball knees go about 90, and then ball ankles that move okay also. So it's not the worst Clone Wars articulation, but definitely would be a lot better if this character were made today. So there you go. That's Ahsoka Tano with Rotta the Huttlet from the Clone Wars movie. Pretty happy with this figure overall. Obviously, it's an older one, and definitely could be better done nowadays. But that being said, I think for its age, it holds up decently well enough, especially for the first appearance of this character and the only appearance so far of Rotta the Hutt. Hopefully he has a good role in the Mando movie, and maybe they'll make a figure of him from that, which would be really awesome. But until then, it's fun just to have a little baby Hutt hanging out. I think he looks pretty awesome, and I really like that backpack accessory. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.